Now I'll take you through playing a more rhythmically active two-feel. In the previous video, I stuck mostly to half notes with some rhythmic activity at the end of the phrases, either 2-bar or 4-bar. And now I'm going to play more of the broken two-feel, which incorporates 16th notes, little hiccups as I call them, like, something like that. It gives just a little bit more of a skip beat, like something like what Caroline might play if she's accenting things with the brushes on the snare, or if she's playing a skip beat, or like something Jamil might do at the end of a rhythmic phrase just to get into the next 4-bar phrase. It keeps the time moving. When I think about playing these gestures, I don't want them to be stronger than the half note or stronger than the fundamental rhythm that I'm playing, because then it throws the balance out of whack and it can make your rhythm, or it can alter the way that people perceive your rhythm. So when I say these little rhythmic gestures or hiccups, I want it to be just that, just a little gesture that supplements the main half note feel or the quarter notes that I'm putting in there. Again, this will be a more rhythmically active version, and we'll play maybe 16 bars. We'll take it a little bit further just so you can see the effect that it has on the groove. When I'm thinking about where I can place these gestures, I want to listen for spaces in what Jamil and Caroline are doing, and I also want to think about the shape of the melody. If the melody comes to a natural point where it's resting, that gives me more license to add these gestures to help keep the music moving. Great. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Great. I know I said 16 bars. Like I said, it's so good to play with you guys. I don't want to stop. But I mean, that has a different effect on the way that everyone is listening and interacting with the music. You notice when I was playing more stuff that you gave me more space to kind of fill in. And naturally, I wouldn't want to dominate too much. This is a part of this is just for the example. But it just goes to show that whoever you're playing with is going to intuitively recognize that and respond and maybe play more rhythmically active or less rhythmically active, depending on what the music needs. The one caveat I will say is don't make this the bass show. Don't make it all about what you're doing, because that'll distract from the groove and that'll distract from the melody. And really your job as a bass player when you're playing the head is to serve the melody as best you can. So think about how these devices are necessary for the rhythmic components. Think about maybe what's the least that you can do to get the rhythm across. And then from that point, when you find your fundament, and then start adding some of these gestures in to see how it positively impacts the music.